Sup world?
How's it going?
The life of me and Snacks. We got a daily blog slash vlog.
Well, we can't afford streaming, so this is our best shot.
I don't know what he just said, but we can't afford it. So for all you Jews out there, I'm gonna tell you what me and Snacks did today. We went to the local, where did we go? We'll start our day off, you know. Snacks rolls up in his Andy Mobile. He drives a shitbox.
Yeah, I drive a shitbox.
He pulls up, picks me up, you know. We go grab the slaps, you know, start slapping. And
some blunt cruising.
Some loop fiasco, you know. So we was cruising. We drive to the Bull, because we here, you know.
People are there.
We here to cruise, we here John, we here Garrison, you know, they're all supposed to be there, all the buddies, the homies, you know, they're all supposed to be at the Bull. We drive to the Bull. What happens at the Bull? Nobody's there. We find Tovar at the Bull. Tovar made my day at the Bull. We're like, hey yo, Tovar. And he looks at us, he's still doing his tricks, pops out a bud. And Tovar comes on over, and yeah, we dip, we whip her around, you know. Snacks is a monster when it comes to whipping her around. Well, we get a phone call from the Gina-nator a couple minutes later. Don't even get me started on the Gina-nator. We head over to Gina's residence. We get there. Schneever's face! Like, hey yo, Schneever!
He doesn't even give me a handshake.
Okay, so we're chilling with Schneever. We'll get to that later. We're chilling with Schneever. Mrs. Schneever rolls up. Snacks, I think you can explain Mrs. Schneever.
And we're all, you know, playing soccer, acting like Gina's neighbors, and we're, you know, just kicking it. And Mr. Schneever rolls up, and he's like, oh, Schneever, let's go! And Schneever's about to dip, right? So he says bye to Gina, he says bye to Scott.
Give me a nice little farm. Let me show you the Schneever shake. It's like shaking a wet noodle. That Schneever, he's never gonna get a job with a handshake.
He's a nice dude, though.
Nice dude. He didn't even shake Snacks' hand.
Yeah, so I extend my hand like this, and I'm like, alright, Schneever. And he's like, and then he just walks away, and he just dips. That's it. Dips.
And Gina introduces us to Mrs. Schneever as her neighbors. We ain't the bitch's neighbors. We don't know her. What if Mrs. Schneever rolls up to the neighbor's house next week and says, hey,
what are they?
I brought you guys cookies, or something such as that.
And we're not there.
We ain't gonna be there. She's gonna bring somebody else cookies.
And just Manolis is there.
Oh my goodness. I want to shout out to Manolis right now because he got his wisdom teeth pulled, and they're Greek teeth, because he's a Greek.
Being a top Greek.
Top Greek, so keep it real at Greek power. We'll bring us back to like a couple weeks ago. We were chilling at Gina's house. Snacks thought it was a good idea to urinate publicly on Gina's front porch.
It's a sign of respect.
Sign of respect in some countries, not our country. I'm like, Snacks, what are you doing? You can't be urinating on her porch. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, I gotta one-up this kid. Hey, yo, Snacks, take a gander over here. I'm urinating on his car.
On my tire.
On his tire. So he had a nice little puddle of urine on it coming down from the side of his car. All me. Now, but back to today. Alright, Mr. Gina, the fat chode, comes out, he's all, hey yo, Red, come on in here. And so Gina dips, because we tell her to go get some money, so she goes in, and then the fat chode starts hating on her nuts.
And the bitch don't have no money.
Bitch don't have no money. She never came out with money. She told us we were gonna give us money so we could go to Wendy's.
So we just dipped.
We dipped. We see Sudi, Skinster, and Joey. So our crazy hoodlum selves, we're a couple hooligans, we fly by those fools. We start hollering at them. We're like, hey yo, Red.
We give them a run for their money.
I don't know what that means. Snacks. Tell him tell him. Explain to him.
So we pretty much just roll up, blasting our roll up.
I roll up.
And
I roll up.
We yell at them, and they get really scared. They have no clue who we are. So we drive off a little bit, and then I whip it around real quick.
Whip her around.
And we come back and yell at them again, and we whip it around again. And then we come and we just roll up, and we sit there, right? And we start talking to the people.
We were talking to him. Joey tells us he was about to crack a bottle over. And then Skinster and Sudi, none of them had money, so we were a couple of poor Jews.
Because we're a bunch of poor Jews looking for some grub. Can't afford it.
That's when it hit me. We went cruising. We came, where did we go? We went to Manolis' house, popped in on him. He was being his usual woman self on the phone with Gina. Honestly! Alright, so we went home, back to my residence to pick up a $7. We're driving out of the neighborhood. This Jew was on the back of Snacks. He was riding his ass. He was in his, what is he, in his little truck? Nobody knows why he was right up on Snacks.
He had no business on my rear end.
He was on Snacks' dilly.
First we go to Wendy's, right?
Yeah, so we're driving to Wendy's.
We're looking for this guy, Daniel
Klazovsky. What is he? He's a Russian.
Yeah, he's a Soviet.
Him and Rocklovsky.
We get there, and sure enough, he's not there, so we figure, why are we gonna sit here and eat when Daniel won't even serve us food?
No Daniel, no service.
Yep, so we're too quick to dip. We go over to McDonald's, and we go through the drive-thru, and I say,
oh my goodness. All right, he tells the woman to shove. Then we had McGangbangs, so we were like, let me get those McGangbangs, bitch. And then she was like, okay.
And I almost hit my mirror, which kind of pissed me off.
Snacks rolls out. He doesn't even realize his mirror thing is hanging out by the little poles. Who puts a pole there? It's like a window remover.
It's just supposed to break window.
And Snacks says, oh shit, my window! So then, we continue our voyage through the drive-thru. Little do we know,
We get our food, right?
we get our food, we get our McGangbangs.
No,
This
hold on.
spoim goes on Snacks' window.
Who has at a drive-thru, when your window's supposed to be rolled down, who puts a sprinkler on that goes right into your window?
It just drenches Snacks' window. So,
All over
I,
the
being the
place.
smarter man, I say, hey yo, Snacks, crack out those windshield wipers. And he's
Sure
like,
enough, I do.
sure enough, he did. Actually, he told me, he says, you're not the one driving. So he fires up the windshield wipers, and oh my gosh, they were the funniest thing. Snacks' wipers go. Just Snacks' wipers are just the funniest thing.
And it makes this real loud, annoying noise.
Yep.
No, we get to the stoplight, right?
We get to the stoplight.
And it's a red light.
Red light.
And I was turning right. I could easily turn
You
right.
could easily.
Tunes.
Too
And-
busy focusing on the windshield wipers, actually.
Right. This guy comes up behind me, and as soon as I turn, once I realize it's green, I could have gone the entire time. This guy drives up, and he's yelled,
Headlights!
and I didn't know what he said, so he just books it.
Yeah. Nobody knows what he was talking about. And then we realized, oh wait, he said headlights.
And I didn't have them on, so sure enough, I
forgets his
switched them on.
headlights.
So shout out to that guy.
Shout out to the guy. Saved our lives, because then a cop drove right through us, and he would have wrecked us. Okay, as you all know, no cop, no stop. No
Yeah.
stops at stop signs these days, you know? But we've already explained blunt cruising. The whole
right.
way home.
That's right.
Okay, on the way home, we were slapping blunt cruising. We would be, blunt cruising. So we were slapping that. We're just doing our little, you know, chilling. Bucket list. Snacks' bucket list. He's always wanted to slap blunt cruising as he drives down the street. And we roll up at home. At home, we feast on our McGangbangs.
That's true.
We come up, McChicken to the right, McDouble to the left, slap them
that
together.
shit on it.
You have a
Feast on it.
McGangbang. You got you munching for a couple minutes. Then we go take group photos with our McGangbangs. We had blurry pictures,
That's
but
what
we had a decent picture. Go look it up, facebook.com/snacks or McGangbangs or something. Yeah, we had a pretty nice night, you know? So, Snacks, you got anything to say? You want to explain something?
Nope.
Snacks explains the invention of a stapler.
Nope, because I have no clue how it was invented.
Explain the stapler. Bitches, man!
Anyway, we had quite the night.
We did. Yeah. Shout out to Fat C at varsity football.
Hopefully you wreck.
Hopefully he's wrecking him as we speak. He's probably on the sideline right now stretching out. He doesn't want to pull a hammy. You know what I'm saying? Don't pull a hammy, Fat C. I like your camera too. You guys take it easy.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Bitches, man!